want to start this conversation off with this phone call from Rose. Hello.
Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Not much, Rose.
Well, this is the first time I'm calling in. I think you're the coolest. I've been listening for a while. And, well, my question is that when you meet a guy or guys or whatever, isn't the things that you say the first thing that they're attracted to? I mean, yeah, maybe they're attracted to your appearance and all, but, I mean, they have to care some about what you have to say.
No.
I mean, why would someone want to be with a complete airhead? Yeah, maybe...
Because we're not thinking about being with you. We're thinking about having sex with you.
All guys?
I didn't use the word all. The preponderance of guys.
Okay. And then, well, but aside from that, don't you want an intelligent woman? I mean, maybe they don't know everything about what's going on, you know, right now, or current events and all, but...
Have you heard of Maureen Dowd?
No.
Maureen Dowd is a columnist for the New York Times, and she has written a book called Are Men Necessary? And here is a quote from Maureen Dowd, who, by the way, considers herself a feminist and writes from a woman's point of view on behalf of women in her column generally. She says, at the dawn of feminism, we assume that having a high-powered career and having, you know, snappy banter would be things that would fascinate men. And a lot of times I think it's turned out that men find these things draining and oftentimes would rather be with a woman who is in awe of them. And I think she pretty much lays it out for you right there.
Well, yes, and I mean, well, my boyfriend says he loves me because of what I do and because of what I
But he has to say that to you. What he says to you doesn't mean anything. It's what he says to his buddies, what he says to people who are close to him who are not you.
But they always tell me that he talks really well about me.
Well, he may, but who knows what he's saying?
Oh.
Is he saying, God, we have great political debates? She really knows her stuff.
I wish that a guy that would call into your show and maybe they share the point of view that, you know, that I have, you know, where guys actually do, you know, become attracted to what a girl or a woman has to say, you know.
Wow.
And the initial conversation that takes place, you know, upon, you know, meeting someone. You know,
I think that's possible among 55-year-olds
55
who are divorced, and they meet 47-year-old females who by now are past their expiration dates and past the opportunity to be out with GQ models and stuff. And so they have to look for more than just appearance. I think that's possible. When you're 25 years old, dear, the likelihood that a young woman will know about what's in the newspaper is slim.
No, I'm not going to say that I do because, to be honest with you, I don't know how long it's been that I picked up a newspaper.
That's my point.
No, not because I don't care. It's just that I have no time.
Dear,
really,
we're all busy.
Yeah, we're all busy, but...
Busy. I'll tell you what, dear. How much do you travel for work?
Pardon?
How much do you travel for work?
I'm a sign language interpreter, so I travel a lot.
No, I mean, do you leave town?
Oh, no.
No. You go from Torrance to Manhattan Beach to Huntington Beach, right?
Hours, you know, to get to... You know,
ever get on a plane?
Pardon?
Ever get on a plane to work?
A couple of times.
Yeah, but I stay in hotels to work.
Arizona.
Right, dear, nobody is busier than I am, dear.
No,
In the past several weeks, I've been twice to Seattle. I've been to Dallas. I've been to St. Louis. And I've been to New York.
But Tom,
and I read the paper every day. Every day. Every day.
How long?
I read the whole paper.
You read the whole paper?
Yes, I do.
But, Tom, I'm also a college student, and I have 2 jobs besides having, you know, interpreting.
You know what? It doesn't matter.
Huh?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, you're breaking up.
I said it doesn't matter.
Oh.
All right, she's breaking up. All right, you get the idea, dear. And there she is, 25 years old, and again, making up excuses for not knowing what's going on in the world, and yet she can't believe that men are only interested in women for sex. I mean, when I pick out a chick, it's because I look at her body and I go, I want to see the whole enchilada. I want it laid naked before me. I want to eat her like a buffet. I'm not saying to myself, God, I wonder if she likes Ann Coulter. I wonder if she listens to Al Franken. Are you kidding me? I wonder if she watches C-SPAN, 1 or 2. Never. Any woman who is attractive enough to attract me probably doesn't read or watch the news. Period. You got to be kidding me. You know, are women good for things other than sex? Well, they are. Ironing my socks, making my lunch, slobbing the knob, bringing me a beer while I'm watching the game. Yeah. But having serious conversations about political issues, no. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Hillary on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, all I was going to come and say was some of these women are complete idiots. I teach 8th grade. I'm 23 years old. That's it. And I know that you teach things like how many Supreme Court justices there are in 8th grade. But I also know that my husband likes me for my body. I'm fully educated. He has his degree as well. We have an apartment in San Diego. We're going to be buying a house in 2 years. And you know what? I come home and just listening to your show. He doesn't listen to your show at all, but I do. And I get ideas, and I come home, and we've had some of the best sex after I listen to your show and get some ideas from you.
Hot chicks who like sex do not have a problem with my show.
Oh, I love your show. I listen to it every day. I've got an hour commute. I'm a school teacher, and I love your show. But, you know, I consider myself an intelligent woman, but he doesn't need to hear about it. It's only when I'm trying to make myself seem appropriate in the break room or things like that, or when I need to seem intelligent. Otherwise, I'm about the sex and about taking care of my man.
Love that.
So, just want to let you know that there are some 23-year-olds with their heads in the right direction in this world.
Great.
So, can you blow me up?
Of course I can. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. And on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
I just called in to say, first of all, that it's not you that's the bad person. It's your audience. There are a bunch of ignorant people out there that listen and feed into a bunch of stuff that not you're not saying. It's them saying themselves. And, for example, your last person on that spoke with you, she thinks because she has a degree and she's a teacher that makes her highly intelligent.
Right.
Well, that doesn't. She got a degree. She made it through school. Somebody hired her. That doesn't make her intelligent. And if she thinks that it's impressing to hear that just because she likes to have sex with her husband, that's the only thing she's worth, I don't think that's true.
Right.
You know what? I think it's okay for you to have your opinion because you're up front with that, but there are a lot of men out there that manipulate women into believing something different. That's where it's wrong. And just like you had a guest on your show last week that said, oh, yeah, I pay child support. I got had. My ex-wife took me for everything, blah, blah, blah. That's his own stupid fault. You didn't have any kids.
That's right.
So you chose to do things the right way. He went and he had kids, so he deserves to pay for his kids because he went and he did that.
That's right.
So I think that there are a lot of intelligent people out there, but I think that a lot of people we're hearing today are kind of ignorant because they aren't speaking it how it is. They aren't actually giving up the facts. And just because we don't know everything about politics or one thing or the other doesn't mean we're not intelligent. Maybe we're not as interested in it. And yes, today, right now... But
we really don't need to hear what you have to say about the things you are interested in, like what was on Entertainment Tonight or what was in People magazine or what shoes were on sale at the mall. We really don't care.
Right. And women don't only have that point of view. That's the thing that I needed to get across. That's not the only thing that women are interested in. It's getting their nails done and buying shoes. And so I don't know if there are people out there that are sheltered that think that that's all that women are worth. Or
well, the bottom line is when I talk to women and you ask them about what's happening in the news, you know, unless they're over 40, they generally don't know.
Right.
That's the dirty little secret.
Right.
That is why you will not hear talk radio for women.
Right.
Because women don't read and don't care.
I think I would do the exact same thing you're doing on the air if I made the money that you made off of it. Doesn't mean you're a creep. It means you're making money doing what you're doing, and it doesn't make it right or it doesn't make it all up and up or whatever.
I'm giving the people what they want.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Tom, you're amazing. I love you. Do you know that? I still love you. You are my strength. You are my everything.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Jim on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Jim.
How you doing today?
Do you care, Jim?
If you only knew how much I care.
I'm doing great. Thank you.
I just thought it was an interesting point to make. It's amazing to me and ironic how the women that are so amazed that the ones that, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. The ones that are amazed they have nothing more to offer than good sex are the same exact women that have nothing to offer conversationally.
Well, that's the point I'm trying to make when they call in here.
I mean, I would understand if it was a woman that is highly educated and they're trying to make a point, and and of course they're usually fugly, as you say.
Yes.
The ones that would have a lot to say, but the ones that have nothing, absolutely nothing to say, they're all, well, we don't have anything else to offer than our bodies. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
And then they proceed to prove it.
And then they prove it, and they make fools of themselves, and they won't get off the phone.
Yes.
If I were them, I would hang up as fast as I could out of embarrassment. I would get off, but it just...
Oh, no, they have something to prove. They have to prove they've got so much more to offer.
And they keep digging that hole deeper and deeper. I feel sorry for that guy. Was it Natasha, the 20-year-old?
Yes.
That 20-year-old. He's just listening to the phone. That's why he's calling her.
Oh, I agree with you.
He's trying to tell her, hang up the phone.
Yes.
Get off the phone.
Right.
If she would have just said, hold on, and took his call, he could have told her.
That's right.
Hang up now.
That is right.
Tom is making mincemeat of you.
That is right.
It's just so funny.
I know.
It's hilarious. Thanks a lot, Tom. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate the call. Eric on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good, good. Wanted to call in because was listening to that girl that was wanting to find out if any guys out there want to have a girl that's got some intelligence to her.
Right.
Right. Well, I listened to you a couple weeks ago when you came on in San Diego, and I got to say, love your show, but I disagree with you on this one.
Why?
Because you got to have a woman that's got some brains, Tom.
Why?
Why? Because you talk to her for 5 minutes, and she's sitting there twirling her fingers in her hair and everything else. I get bored.
Why do you stand around? I mean, you know what? You have sex. Then maybe I have something to say after I'm done having sex. It's like, do you have anything to make a sandwich?
Anything to make a sandwich?
Right, can you make me a sandwich? And then hopefully I'm not living at the same address, so I go, okay, well, all right, I'm going to get out of here now. I'll call you later this week.
For what?
For more sex.
For more sex, but then she wants to sit and talk to you. You got to listen to her.
No. You got to try to avoid that if you can.
Well, avoid it. How are you going to avoid it when she opens up her closet and she's got 300 pairs of shoes and nothing upstairs?
Again, that's perfect. That means let her have a little girl time with her friends, go to the chick flicks or whatever, and then late at night when she's starting to feel horny after she's been watching Hugh Grant at the movies all night, you appear. And
you find yourself with this girl. You do your business, you have a sandwich, you get on your way.
Right.
Then you call her the next Thursday, the next Friday, the same thing.
Right.
And that's fine, kick them to the curb. But the problem is, Tom, we're not all Tom Leykis. We can't go, hey, I'm Tom Leykis, come home with me.
You don't have to be Tom Leykis.
You gotta have some conversation with them.
No, you don't really have to.
Unless you're reading Cosmo.
The more you talk to them, the more likely it is you're going to say something that will give them an excuse not to have sex with you next time.
But not being Tom Leykis, you got to walk up to him. You got to talk about something.
Well, I'll give you an example. This is a whole other topic that we ought to do. I know one guy one time He was with this really hot chick with incredible cleavage. He remembers just staring at her cleavage. And instead of, closing the deal and getting into the sack with her, he sat there drinking another glass of wine, and they were talking. He happened to ask her, in fact, if she watches the Fox News channel. And this chick, who sees herself as an environmentalist or something, was so offended that he asked her if she watched the Fox News channel. They never went to bed together.
Well, I got to tell you, Tom, my girl is as hot as they come, and she is intelligent. She's able to hold her conversation with you name it, whatever degree they've got, and I love it. Because you know why? I got 5 minutes of time with her. She excites me mentally. I take her home and get inside, get in the bed, have our business, and then you know what? We're able to talk afterwards, Tom. She makes a sandwich for me, cooks up a storm.
If that's what you want, Eric, you go right ahead, but the vast majority of us just want to get laid.
A lot of men out there, Tom, I love you, but I disagree.
If I want to talk about politics or news, I talk to my boys.
Tom, she's beautiful, stacked to the hilt. I mean, you would die if you walked in the bar and saw her. And she can hold a conversation. Perfect combination, my friend.
I'd rather she have the conversation with you and sex with me. That's how a lot of guys think, I think. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Lonnie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Long time, first time.
Thank you.
I wanted to comment. Well, first of all, I hadn't heard this guy. He's got it, except intelligent women need to know when to keep their mouth shut.
Right.
And
intelligent women generally love to tell you how intelligent they are, and they love to tell you that they're not the usual bimbos, and they love to, lord that over you all the time.
But if they were smart, they'd keep their mouth shut and keep that stuff to themselves until somebody asks to hear about it.
Yes.
However, I wanted to comment on the lady that was a school teacher. I'm also a school teacher. I teach middle school.
Right.
And my husband married me for my looks, I think.
Uh-huh.
And because he didn't know that part about me before we met. And he just knew that he wanted to be with me. So, First of all, I make sure his needs are met. We love college football, so we have that in common. That's another thing. You have to have things in common. But one of them is football. And when the game's on, I don't bug him about stuff. I bring him a beer, cook him a nice dinner, make sure all his needs are met. And that way I get my needs met. And when we're at a meeting or someplace where I need to be intelligent, that's when I do it. But we generally don't bring our work home.
Perfect. Sounds good to me.
So all you teachers out there that are sitting on your butt all day eating cookies, get your butt to the gym.
Yeah, get your butt to the gym. You are right about that. Brandon on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Professor.
Hello, Brandon.
How you doing?
Great.
First time, long time.
Thank you.
Hey, man, I wanted to comment about that interpreter girl who called in earlier, about the guy who wants the girl with brains and everything else.
Yes.
That's crap, man. I had to find out for myself. I listened to you for this last year. Before that, I was with an older woman, and she happened to be a sign language interpreter, and she wouldn't shut up, man. I had a DTB her, man.
DTB.
Yeah.
Did you tell her why?
She had to know everything, had to be involved in everything, and had to try to tell me everything she wanted me to do, and it just drove me crazy, man.
Wow.
I told her why.
Wow.
That
sucks.
Yeah, the less you talk, like that lady who just talked before, just shut up.
Just shut up, exactly. Katie in San Francisco, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hi.
Nice to talk to you.
Thank you, Katie.
Actually, Dino told me I should tell you this. When you guys first came on the air in San Francisco and you mentioned KGO, I was a big listener of KGO, and you actually mentioned Bernie Ward. Did you know that he actually killed himself?
No.
I mean, it was pretty shocking because he was very outspoken.
When did that happen?
Intelligent. Probably, I don't know, I'm not keeping track, 4 years ago.
I had no idea.
I had no idea. I mean, I was shocked when I heard it. But basically, one of the reasons I wanted to call you, I've worked in a male-dominated industry for a long time.
Yes.
I'm past my shelf life, but I still look pretty good, and I get along with the boys, but it's a boys' world. And, you're right about a lot of things. And if you can hang with the boys and be interested in some of the stuff they do and appreciate the jokes. Actually, I even read Maxim. And a lot of the stuff in there is pretty amusing and pretty humorous and pretty on track.
And it gives you an idea of how guys think.
You're right. And you know what? That one girl that called you that said, oh, I'm really intelligent, and then you started questioning her, and she said, well, I haven't read the paper because I'm too busy.
Right.
And I'm really intelligent. What a joke.
Yeah, I know. And there's a lot of that out there, Katie.
It's pretty surprising. But
the worst ones are the ones who make the biggest deal. I can't believe that all you see is our bodies. I can't believe that all you want is sex. And that you don't want to talk to us.
No, but you know what? I spend my whole career around guys. For the last 10 years, I've worked in the fishing industry. And that's all they talk about. That's what they're interested in. And they'll make jokes about sex, even, to the exclusion of anything else, because that's what it's about.
Wow.
And if you can't hang with that, and you can't put up with a little harassment, then you probably shouldn't be in the workplace. You probably shouldn't be whatever. But you're terrific. Oh, and one more thing.
Yeah.
One of my best friends from Portland just moved down to Woodland Hills.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, now you can get Tom Leykis. And she goes, he is so right on. She goes, I love it. She's a manager for a mortgage company.
Love that.
And she is very happy to be listening to you. She has a child. She's 37. But she's like, right on.
Perfect.
Tom Leykis.
Sounds good to me, Katie.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
Katie, thank you.
Tom. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom.
You want to hear my favorite lunch?
What's that?
It's a can of tuna fish with a pickle and a couple of saltines. Yeah.
When I hear about tuna fish and a pickle, I get other images.
The Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show from Los Angeles. At 1-800-5800-TOM. And I'm shocked by that call about Bernie Ward. I had no idea. I have met Bernie several times. I knew him briefly on and off. In fact, I think I spent some time with him at the Republican convention in Houston in 1992. So you can imagine I'm kind of taken aback when the caller says he killed himself 4 years ago. How did I miss that? No idea. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. I really like Bernie. I liked his work. I just assumed that we were on opposite him on KGO. We were on like at the same time. We overlapped for an hour or something. But she's in San Francisco. I'm not. Maybe she knows more than I do. So I'm sorry to hear that. Thing is, I'm so wired into the radio business. How did I miss it? She says that Bernie Ward killed himself 4 years ago. How did I miss that? I don't know how that happened. So, my belated sympathies to all the people who love Bernie. I know he had a syndicated show. It ran on the Buzz in Seattle for a while. I had no idea. All right. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Who is on KGO opposite us then? No idea. I'll have to come to town and listen. I thought for sure it was Bernie Ward. Gene Burns, Bernie Ward. Jeez. All right, let's say hello here to Joe on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, what's going on, Professor?
Not much, Joe.
Hey, I got a comment about the good-looking girls having to have brains. Why?
I agree. As far as I'm concerned, I wish they would just shut up.
Exactly. I mean, I don't need them to talk. I don't need them to say anything.
That's right.
Let me drop by your house, do my business, and leave. We don't have to talk. I heard
That's right.
this guy sitting here saying he wants to have a conversation before and afterwards.
Well, any more than I need to have a conversation with a urinal after I've drunk a six-pack.
Exactly. Thank you. If I want to talk to somebody, I'll talk to my boys.
That's right.
I want to talk to some woman.
That's exactly right.
I don't understand. I hear a lot. I just tuned in. I'm in the van pool with a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
We drive back and forth from San Diego to Temecula, and we listen to your show all the time, man. here's the thing. I hear these guys calling and saying, well, I want to talk. We'll talk to her beforehand. We'll talk to her afterhand. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know where these people are getting this from, or where they're calling from.
Yeah, I completely understand, Joe.
I've got a question for you, Tom.
Yes, sir.
I've heard you talk a couple times about, how the women, want to have things their way.
Yes.
Okay? And I've got a young lady that I used to see back in Washington that was a good-looking girl, no brains, got the same amount of brains probably God gave a goose, and the relationship was awesome.
Yeah.
She didn't want anything from me. I didn't want anything from her except from, night to night. And it was a perfect relationship. But as soon as you start getting a woman that's going to think for herself, start wanting to get in your business, it screws everything up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tom, I appreciate your time, and could you take me out Combine style?
Columbine style. That's an oldie but a goodie. Here you go, Joe. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello here to Kay on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello, Kay.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Great.
Well, long time, first time.
Thank you.
And I want to say that you do a great job of getting the ratings.
That's my job. That's everybody's job.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I just tuned in not too long ago, and I didn't hear the quote-unquote intelligent...
By the way, just to mention Bernie Wardigan, Bernie had great ratings for years, and he really deserves all the credit for that.
You know what? I'm 24. I don't know who that is.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter, because Bernie was in the Bay Area, so you would probably have heard his show.
Yeah, I haven't been outside of Orange County.
But for years, Bernie did great work.
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't tuned in when that intelligent woman came on, but
yes.
I did tune in when there was a woman who had worked in the fishing industry for a while.
Right.
She made a comment saying that, we should just get to it being a male-dominant world and we should just, be quiet. And I think that when you are in a male-dominant world, and I'm in the loan industry, so, as you can figure out that I am.
It's male-dominated because women hate numbers.
That's not true. That's not true.
Sure it is.
But anyhow, that's not what I was going to talk to you about. I just wanted to say that when you are intelligent and when you are a little bit pretty, guys do pay attention to you. So any woman who's telling other ones to shut up and just sit there are probably not that pretty.
What?
That's what I really believe. And I don't know why we should shut up.
Because men don't want to listen.
Well, you know what? It's not about listening to every single word and hanging on to every single word.
We don't want to hear any of it.
You don't?
No. I mean, I'm being honest with you.
No, and I'm not like a total opinionated person and, talking loud over other people or anything like that. But I just figure that, when there's a female and she's kind of pretty and she's intelligent, that guys around her should respect her. That's all I think.
But first of all, respect is earned. Nobody automatically deserves respect.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, when the guys see a pretty girl, they want to know what she looks like naked.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
But that's how we feel.
So you say respect should be earned and not given.
Correct.
Or, it's not for free.
That's
so
right.
Should guys earn respect as well?
Yes.
Okay, I agree.
Everybody should earn respect.
Good, we're on the same page.
Yes.
I definitely agree with that.
Yes.
But you're doing a great job, and I love listening, and a friend of mine tuned me into you, and I just think you're so funny.
Well, thank you for that, Kay.
All right, I'll call again later.
Excellent. Thank you. It's Mac on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, what's happening, my man?
Not much.
Listen, I agree with you 110%. I believe in hitting it, quit it, and forget it. If I wanted to talk to them about some policies in the middleweights, I'd have them go ahead and, just do the news for me. I don't need all that. So I just need, like you said, just get right into it. That's all I believe in.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it, Tom, for putting it out all straight.
Mac, I'm here to help. It's Tammy on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
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 Anyway, I guess what I'm calling about, I had mentioned earlier, I like hanging out with my husband's friends, like in an all-male setting, and I'm the only girl because I guess I crave attention from men.
Right.
And I do get it. And I'm wondering, deep down inside, like, how do men really feel about me being the only girl in that situation?
That you're a CT.
What's that?
The first word I can't say, but its last word is tease.
Oh. Okay, but I mean, I do exude sexuality just by breathing, I think.
That's how the guys feel, in case you wonder.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I think it's good for my ego, but I mean, I wouldn't cheat on my husband, but I just like the attention that I get.
But if guys knew they were never, ever going to get anything from you, they would stop paying attention.
Say that again?
If guys knew for sure that they would never get anything from you,
right,
they'd stop paying attention.
Well, they're all married, too, and they all have kids.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, dear. Doesn't matter. You think the fact that a man is married means he wouldn't be interested in having sex with you? Come on.
But I like being in that situation, and I think even all my girlfriends know that I like to be the center of attention.
Yeah, but guys pay attention to you hoping to get some.
Uh-huh.
You see?
Yeah. So, what did I do? I mean, just flirt and tease them anyway, or just...
Well, you do whatever you like, but the thing is, you're going to get yourself into a situation where one day these guys will have too much to drink.
Right.
One day they'll corner you in the kitchen or something. You'll be in an uncomfortable situation.
That's true. Okay, I guess I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. And it will happen, dear. I've been in those situations with women who do that.
Uh-huh.
And walked into the kitchen and saw them trying to fight a guy off and stuff. I've seen it.
Okay. But, I mean, they don't think I'm a sleaze or anything like that, do they? I mean,
they're hoping.
They're hoping.
Yes, they are.
Tom.
Really?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
I wish I had you years ago. You would have saved me a lot of grief.
That's what many women say.
The Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show from Los Angeles. At 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. And we are edging ever closer to Boys Night Out, which is coming to you 3 weeks from this Friday to the Majestic Theater in Dallas. That is Friday, December 2nd at 8:30 p.m. I'm the MC for this outrageous show. It's for guys only. Bobby Slayton's our headliner. And I want to tell you something. Your wife or girlfriend will be horrified at the stuff we say on that stage, believe me. So you best not bring them. No bitches, no battle axes, no wives, no girlfriends, no daughters, no moms, no grandmothers. I don't care if they're MILFs or GILFs. I don't care. No chicks in the audience. It's a night for just the guys. And we will say stuff on that stage we could never get away with on the air, much less in front of your girlfriend or your wife. Tickets are available right now at Ticketmaster if you call them. 214-373-8000. 214-373-8000. We'll go to Ticketmaster.com. It's Boys Night Out, Friday, December 2nd at the legendary Majestic Theater in downtown Dallas. 8:30 p.m. is the time. 214-373-8000. Or go to Ticketmaster.com. If you're driving around and you can't remember all the information, just go to our website, blowmeuptom.com. It's all there. Boys Night Out coming to Dallas. It's one night only. You ask for it. Now's the time to step up to the plate, get your tickets. Bring all the boys from the office. Bring the guys you bowl with. Bring the guys you go to the football game with. Bring the guys you fish or hunt with. Bring your boys. Bring your son. Bring your nephew. Maybe it's visitation weekend. Piss off that ex-wife of yours. No age limit on this, so you can bring your 14-year-old son if you want to. But it is for guys, and it's adult humor, boys. It's outrageous stuff. Boys Night Out, 214-373-8000. 214-373-8000. Or go to Ticketmaster.com. 1-800-5800-TOM. Caroline. Hello, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm good.
My name is Caroline. And
I just said that.
I'm a new listener.
Yes.
And I was curious. I have been listening all evening, and I heard about what you were saying. The women are not to be listened to by men, and I was just curious as to, apart from sex, what else do you think women are good for, in your opinion? Like, if you were to have a world...
Lunch making, shirt folding, all kinds of things.
Okay, so you just want them basically to be your servers and your...
That would be good.
And, okay, and once that's all done, what happens then after, you know, you've had your meal, you've had your sex, and...
Time to go home, watch Sports Center, baby. That's what.
The Tom Leykis Show.